I'm Sean DeMars. I wrote the book Health, Wealth, and the Real Gospel with Mike McKinley. One of the reasons why I wrote it is because there seems to be a Christian book out there about everything, anything you could possibly think of. Healthy marriage, finances, theology proper, the theology of the church, and much more. But I found that there weren't many books about the prosperity gospel, which is strange because the prosperity gospel is a scourge that is taking over the world. Literally hundreds of millions of people are being taught this false gospel, and there are not that many resources out there on it. And the resources that there are experiential, like Cussie Hinn's book, which is phenomenal. You should read it. But not so much theological. And then there's technical books that are kind of written for pastors and theologians. And as a pastor, I just thought, there's not really a good resource that I can give to people in my church to help them understand the prosperity gospel and equip them to combat the prosperity gospel, to evangelize those who are lost in it with the one true gospel. And so we wrote this with that being the aim. So this book is meant to be cookies on the bottom shelf. You can give this book to someone in your church and say, you can read this and then go evangelize your mom who goes to a prosperity gospel church. And we also tried to write it in such a friendly tone, warm and inviting, that you might even perhaps be able to give it to someone who's in the prosperity gospel, and they might be able to read it and not be so offended by the very first page that they actually keep reading and maybe come into contact with the true Jesus that we find in the Bible. And so, it's our hope and prayer at 9 Marks with me and Mike McKinley, and it's our hope that this book would be profitable to lead people to the one true gospel that we have received in Christ Jesus.